YouTube, welcome back to my channel. About a month ago I filmed a what I eat in a day and I showed you how I track my calories via Myfitness Pal, and it actually went down really well, and so well in fact with one of my clients who's vegan that I decided to do another one. I need to disclaimer this, I am not a vegan, but I do pride myself on eating a really varied diet, and a lot of that diet is plant-based and very colourful, filled with fruits and vegetables, and I try and eat as vibrantly as possible. I do eat meat, but I will say that since I had Rocco and since my pregnancy, I have gone off meat more and more. I so very rarely eat red meat, and I very often will choose to have the vegetarian option or choose a plant-based protein source rather than meat. However, I am not vegetarian and I will not call myself anything or define who I am by what I eat. This is a personal preference directly influenced by my time of having an eating disorder. I will link a card above there or there if you want to see more about that. Now, initially for this video, I was going to talk a little bit more in depth about the benefits of a vegan diet, what I think about it, my personal opinions, how I coach my vegan clients, and look a little bit more into the science, go through any research. But actually, this video is already pretty long, and I'm sharing quite a lot of stuff, 3 recipes, a couple of different snacks, and how I've tracked them via Myfitness Pal. And I didn't want to put anyone off clicking this video if it's really long. Oh, there's geese going over. I'm going to use this as a tutorial for Myfitness Pal. This is not a sponsored video. This is just an app that I use to track my own calories, my own macros. It's an app that I use to coach with all my clients. I love it. I am going to be doing a step-by-step tutorial on creating recipes, on creating meals, how to add food to your database, and just generally how to track those macros. Let's get into this video. Morning. Good morning.
Sit there.
You want to sit there, do you?
Yeah.
Don't touch anything.
It's hot.
Mama's coffee, but Mummy today is being vegan. Rocco, 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 Alan, 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 Steve, Steve, Pete, no, Rocco?
Adam.
Nice, hey?
Yes.
Is nice? Yeah, I thought you liked it. You having eggy bread. This is meal number 1. We are gonna have grandma food. The first thing I'm going to show you today with breakfast is how to create a recipe. When you first open up your Myfitness Pal, it should come through to the home page. And at the bottom of the home page, you will see a menu. Today we're going to be working mostly from the diary setting. We're going to be creating a new recipe for breakfast. I'm just going to go to more, meal recipes and foods, and then I'm going to create a recipe. I'm going to enter the ingredients manually. You can call your recipe whatever you like. This is going to be serving 1 person. I can add ingredients. I've got the option for a barcode scanner. Scan the product. It will come straight up. I can go to serving size and I can choose it in 1 gram. I'm then going to put in that I had 150. Once I'm happy that's correct, click the button and it's there. I'm going to do a search for a food because I haven't got a barcode for my tomatoes. If I just put into the search bar, tomato, a list will come up from the database. Anything with a green tick means that this is more likely to be correct and it's been verified. I'm just going to go by Walmart tomatoes. I'm not going to worry about being too precise when it's some vegetables because they tend to be quite low calorie. So I'm just going to put in a generic 2 tomatoes, which I chopped up. Also had spinach. 50 grams of it, so I can just change that to 2. Click, and it's in. And I'm happy that I put everything in. Click the arrow on the top, and it is now going to give me the full calories, the fats, the carbs, and the protein for everything. Save my recipe, and there it is in my recipe list. So that meal is now there for every time I want to eat it. Why are you crying?
That one.
That one. Post tantrum. We're gonna go out now. It's Monday and Rocco and I normally have the whole day together, and what I tend to do is I pack up all my food for him, all my food for myself, and we just go out for the day. And today we're not really doing anything. We're just gonna go to the park. You'll have a nap so Mummy can do some work. Won't you? Won't you? Will you? Will you? You have a nap. I bring all my food with me, even if I'm going to coffee shops and stuff like that. Often if you're going to a cafe, just say really nicely to the owners, listen, I want to be working in here, I want to be playing with my kids here, or I'm meeting up with friends. We'll be buying drinks, everyone will be buying food, but I am following a strict plan at the moment. Do you mind if I eat my own food in here? And most of the time they're really nice about it. So that's one of my little top tips for staying on track when you're dieting and you're eating out and socialising a lot, because today's a Monday and we will tend to meet up with friends and go to the park. We're going to go to a garden centre today, go to a soft play, aren't we? Yeah? Yeah. Oh, this is the best part of the day. Yeah, it's the best part. I made a black bean chilli that is one of my favourite vegan meals. I am going to show you that now.
It's lemon.
That's not a lemon, thank you, I'll have that. Thank you, oh, thank you, that's so helpful. How am I meant to manage this, hey? So it tastes really good cold. So I'm going to take that with me today. I'll show you how to serve up an exact portion size as well. I weighed out the entire serving as 1,660 grams. You'll see that it's actually saying no calories. That's because it has set up one serving as 1 gram. Go to my lunch and that's the black bean chilli. We also know that I had 500 grams of it. I just click the button there and it's already in my lunch. Update. I could appreciate how much that looks like slop, but it was actually really delicious. So I shall insert a picture of what it looks like. You come in. In you go then. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, you play?
Hello.
That was the best 20-second sleep you've had all week. He slept half an hour. I bought some high-protein Isla soy yogurt, or Alpro soy yogurt, but this little one decided that it was the best thing ever and ate it all, so we're going to go and get some of that so I can have a snack later. Should we go to the park and then we can have a lunch? Right, Rocco, Mama has got to have something to eat. Oh, I am so hungry. I don't know why, I just haven't eaten very much. I didn't find my breakfast actually particularly filling. He ate half my English muffin though, didn't he? I'm hopefully going to sit down and actually manage to eat my lunch. Chair, can I have a little? Yeah? Rocco's sharing, is he? I'm not going to make it. I'm so hungry. You're having your yogurt and rhubarb, and then what have you got? You got your orange, you got some leftover breakfast, you got your ham sandwich. Mama's got this. Thank you. So I ate honestly about 10 minutes ago and I'm still hungry. I'm still hungry and you got your oranges, haven't you? So this is the My Protein vegan blend and I'm having it with almond milk. Rocco, look all the way up there. Rocco, look at the sky. We're back home, aren't we, Bubba? I haven't eaten a lot at all. I mean, it's 4 o'clock now, and I've eaten like a third of what I normally would eat. I'm kind of peckish now. I'm trying to make sure that I'm kind of hitting my protein. I didn't think at all that I was going to hit the protein levels that I normally do. I've just upped my protein on my cut to probably a little unnecessarily high at like 180 grams per day. So I'm like 71 kilos, so that is how many grams per kilo? So it's probably a bit of overkill, so I'm not worried about hitting that. I do normally eat like more complete protein snacks. I bought that soy yogurt that I was going to have, but with having a soy latte and having all that tofu this morning, I really don't feel like having another load of soy. Not that I think there's anything wrong with it, but it's kind of a lot of soy in one day. You bored? He's bored. I'm going to get in, find a snack. No idea what I'm going to have. But oh, I am going to make my favourite drink at the moment, which is this lemonade, which is basically lemons and Natvia, but it's delicious. So I'm going to make that and hopefully sit in the garden with you for a bit, hey? as always, add food, and I'm going to find Calo cakes. There we are. Boom. See, because I had that regularly, it's come up. Myfitness Pal becomes really easy to use when you use it all the time. So there we are, smooth almond butter. I typically always have 30 grams of it. Boom. I can easily save this as a meal. Click the buttons on the side and I can save it as a meal. I can name my meal, almond butter. It will show me who I want to share it with. So you can choose to share it with friends, meaning people who are following you on Myfitness Pal, or you can put it on only me, which means it won't go to the database, it's just yours. Once I've selected it and I've got my name, hit save, and there it is. It's saying that my meal's been created. Now I can view all my meals, but I just dismiss it. It's the size of my head. So I'm going to eat this, followed by my popcorn. I think I'm going to leave it there for today because I can't imagine I'll be eating much more. My macros for the day were a whopping... At any point in your day, you can check in and see how you're doing and if you're on track for your calories and macros. The top bar will always let you know how many calories you've had from food, what your overall goal is, and how many you got remaining. If you want to know your macros, you just need to scroll down to the bottom and you'll see that notes and nutrition. Click on nutrition, hit the nutrient button. It will take you through and you'll see your main macronutrients, so your protein, your carbohydrates, and your fat. It will let you know what your goal is, how much you've eaten so far, and what you've got left to hit your goals. It will also let you know your fibre, and it will also let you know your sugar. I can also look at calories, and I can also look at it as macros. It will also tell you what's highest in carbohydrate, what's highest in fat, what's highest in protein. I tend to just look at my overall macronutrients. So far today, with everything, including my drink that I put in, my latte, I didn't forget that, I have had 137 grams of protein, 167 grams of carbohydrate, which shocks me quite frankly because I feel like I've eaten nothing but carbohydrates all day, but I haven't actually eaten that much. And also for fat, I have had 70 grams, so that's pretty good going. So that gives me a little wiggle room to have some popcorn later. I think I did pretty good for my first day of eating vegan, and my protein's set a little bit higher than it actually needs to be. If you liked this video and you found it helpful, give me a thumbs up and also hit that subscribe button. Night. Yeah, okay, I'm going to put the camera down now. So see ya. Bye.